What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there on this wonderful day? So, the question of the day is, did I take advantage of Epic Bait Mold's awesome Black Friday to Cyber Monday deal? Of course I did. Yes, I could not pass it up. They had like one of the best deals you could ever ask for when it comes to bait making and buying molds and stuff like that. So not only did they do 25% off that whole weekend, they also gave you a free mold with it, like a holiday mold. It's like exclusive. Like once it's here, I think they're going to run it for a month. It's never coming back. And I jumped on it, and I got a couple molds here. Got the holiday mold here, and I thought we would test all of it out today. So, first thing is first, let's start off with this. So here is the free mold that you got when you ordered something that week, and it is called the 3.6 Holiday Worm, and it is a pour bait, and look at that. That's like an awesome Ned Rig right there with a big flappy tail in it. That is awesome. So it's 3.6 inches, perfect size for anything out there. Yes, I cannot wait to shoot that. And I actually picked a really cool color to do that one in. So I thought we would do some remelting, and I got some chartreuse for the tail, and I got this crazy brown with like purples and golds. It's got some black flake in it. I want to say this might be MF's what is it? Brown mayfly. Put some purple, put some gold in there, stuff like that. I hope I can get these two to work in that really small pour mold. So we'll see, stuff like that. All right, on to the two molds that I got for the deal. So, a little backstory. I am a sucker when it comes to crazy lures and stuff like that. I've always got something weird in my tackle box, either something maybe that I made with some kind of crazy color or something I picked up along the line and stuff like that. So, I mean, I got a lure called the Suicide Duck. I got that from Muskie, and it's like this weird top water, and like the little feet on it go backward, like paddle, like, you know, like a propeller on a boat and stuff like that. I mean, I really like the weird, and I want to see if I can, you know, catch a fish on it, stuff like that. So, but what I am talking about there, so a couple days before their big sale, they put out two of these kind of molds. This is called the Lucky Dice. And if you haven't seen this, I want to say this is like Japan's version of the Wacky Rig. I mean, it's just something that they probably can't explain why it works, but apparently over in Japan, this is like a killer bait. I know people have tried to make it in the past. I've watched a couple people on YouTube try to make their own version. Well, now they ain't got to try to make it up with something else. Now, they can go buy this awesome mold right here. So this one's in the 0.5, as you can see. And all it does is it makes about the size of a dice in there and stuff like that. I'll tell you what we're going to do here in just a minute with it. And then I got the 0.7. So basically that's a 1/2 inch, and this is 3/4 of an inch. And like I said, it just makes a block of plastic, but it's a really, really good mold. The 3/4 one does 10, and the 0.5 1/2 inch one does 12. But once you shoot the mold and you get your plastic out and you probably let it cure maybe for a little bit or whatever, you're not done. You're not done. And if you have not looked up like Lucky Dice or Fuzzy Dice from Japan, I highly recommend you go look it out and stuff like that. I don't have my computer out right now. I'd show you a picture of it, but like just go look at it. It's weird. It's just something weird. But once you're done shooting these two baits, or these baits, you're not done making the bait. You actually will string skirting from like a jig or a spinnerbait and stuff like that. And I have a bunch of skirting here today. I got all my skirting from Tackle Warehouse. They threw a deal out that weekend too. I picked up all different kinds of colors, so I definitely have enough skirting for a long time and stuff like that. But what you do is you shoot your mold, you got a Lucky Dice, and then you put these all through it, all over it. Like you do, I don't know, 2 to 4 on each side, go all the way through it, 2 to 4 on this side, go all the way through it, and then you actually go up through the middle and stuff like that. And that's what it comes with, like the Fuzzy Dice, aka the Lucky Dice and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to shoot. So I think we'll do this color with this remelt. I think that'll go good. This is a big chunk of white. It's got some Siren scales, some Holoshift, sorry, not Holoshift, Siren scales, some holographic in it, some black flake. It's a few smaller pucks that I mixed together, but I think these two right there will look pretty good. The last one, which I'm going to do that one in the 3/4 one, I got 2 cups of plastisol right here sitting for that, and I have to do it in one of my all-time favorite colors. And if you're new to the channel, I know you don't know what that color is, but if you've been around for a while, you know exactly what color I'm going to shoot as our last bait and stuff like that. I have been talking way too long. Let's get this plastic in there and get it remelted, and let's start making our first Lucky Dice. Okay, everybody, we got this up to temperatures at 340s. And the only thing I did to it was I added a little bit of blue highlight from Lure Works in it. So, and then I also added salt. I believe these are like a stick bait. I think they need to be salted to get that perfect weight so they drop just perfect. I know salt is frowned upon in the bait making world, but I'm using worm blend from Dead On Plastic, and I am putting salt in these. So all right, I topped it off there. We'll let that cool down for a little bit, and then we'll peek inside and see our lucky dice. All right, everybody, our lucky dice is ready to come out the mold. Let's take a peek inside here and see how they look. Oh yeah, look at that. Check that out. That's a good color. I like that. That's what's fun about remelts, is you can just mix all kinds of stuff. Look at that. So it does, like, you know, I guess a diamond shape basically, but it comes out as a square. There they are. All right. Huh. I like them. Nice color. All right, let me get set up here and I'll show you how we build one of these funky lucky dice. All right, so I got them on this small tray. As you can see, right there's all of them back there. So I grabbed one of these. You need one of these threader tools. This is like from the fly shop, you know what I mean? So see, I don't know if you guys can see that. See how it has like an opening on it? So I saw online that they usually have 4 on them on each side, but since this one's so small, I think we're going to go 2 on each side. So you just stab it through. See my diamond right there? Take you some skirting, stick it through that diamond, and then you back it through, and there it goes. Then you get it out of the end of it there, and it comes off, and then you can adjust it however you want it, just like that. I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to go right there at the top. I'm going to go through until our diamond pops out. I got some skirting over here to the side. Pull it through. Nice and slow. There we go. I got it. Now we're going to adjust it with the other side. And there you go. There's one side. Let me finish the rest of it and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, we have got one done here. I'm fixing the last skirting on it as we speak. And look at that. I think 2 on each side is pretty good for the 1/2 inch one. I think we will definitely do the 4 on the bigger one. But look at that. That's cool. I dig that. So, a little advice. I would probably let your baits maybe cure overnight. I know people are probably going to use a little bit harder plastic on these, but I wanted to try these on worms so they're like nice and squishy, and with some salt with the weight. I think those will work pretty good. So, all right, everybody. So I got these done. I only did 6 of them and recycled the other 6, you know, but I actually changed the color to like a bluish green, bluish maybe watermelon. Thought that would look pretty cool. Just kind of see a different color on them. And then there's the other one that we did earlier. But these came out pretty good. I'm digging them. Like I said, I think next time I do these, I'll plan ahead to where I can cure the baits for maybe a day, maybe even 2. So, but let's move on to the next color. All right, everybody, we have got this up to temperature. We're in the 330s. We're going to laminate, you know what color, aka the Dukes. Dukes of Hazzard. I had to shoot one of these molds in this color. Of course I did. Well, it takes a lot more plastic than you think it does on that bigger one. All right, hold a little bit of pressure. I'm gonna fill up the top here. All right, still a good laminate. Put the excess back. Top this off a little bit. And then we're gonna let this cool down. Pick a really cool color of skirting. We're gonna make these cool looking lucky dice. All right, everybody, you ready to take a look at these? So here's the bigger ones, the 3/4 ones, in my all-time favorite color, the Dukes. Ooh, so far looking good. Look at that. Look at that. Laminate's fine. Look at that. Those are chunky. Yeah, there's the big ones. A little bit of bleed over there. I like that too. That actually makes it look more natural. Heck yeah. I am digging that. Let's pull one off there and take a look at it. Sweet. So it did laminate pretty good. Yeah, this top one really laminated good. Check that out. That's pretty cool. We'll take that. Alright, I think we're going to mix it with this color right here. Oops, let me get that glare off there. With this color right there. See? Look at that. Alright, let's start building these. Alright everybody, so I got this one done. So just like the pictures I saw online, I put 4 of these skirting on each side, which is a total of 12. And I think that really makes it look like I saw online. So let me see if I can put this in my hand. So you see it there? Looks really good. You gotta watch these skirtings. They do get tangled up with each other because you do have them going pretty much every which way. There we go. That looks a lot better. Look at that. And then I thought I would at least show you me do one more of these. So I got 2 on this one already started. So you just take this threader, squish it together, line it up with your finger on the other side, pop it through. Then the diamond opens up right there just like that. Take one of your skirtings, just put a little bit in it like this, and then just pull it back, take it out of the threader, adjust your length as you go, and there you go. Want to see one more? So popping it through, line up with my finger, there we go. Take a piece of skirting, put it through the diamond. And like I was saying, these are a little time consuming because you have to do this 12 times on each one of these. I guess 6 times on the smaller ones. And then you just adjust your length, pull off any excess plastic, and there we go. We got that side done. So, alright, I'm going to continue working on these, and I'll be back in a little bit. Alright everybody, check that out. Look what a wacky looking lure that is. These things came out looking sweet. Of course I had to shoot it in the Dukes, I already said that, but I was doing the tassels or the skirts in like this kind of broke up orange, maybe like a dark watermelon / black on it there. Check that out. And then I switched over to a solid orange and a really dark green pumpkin watermelon color on that. 2 different color schemes. I only did half of them because I'm trying to save time. Of course our little guys came out looking pretty sweet too. And of course our original one's there. So I am really digging this. I definitely want to work some more on this lure, try to get better at it and stuff, but I think they came out looking pretty good. So, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to do half of each mold just to save time because we still have to shoot this holiday mold. So I'm gonna get the plastic heated up, get my hot plate out, and we're gonna shoot a couple of these pretty cool looking Ned Rig worms, aka the 3.6 holiday worms. So all right, I'll be back in a little bit. We're gonna get everything warmed up and I'll meet you at the hot plate. Alright everybody, as you can see, we are working on our tails. We got them. I used this rod right here. Just going to set it to the side. That's from a core shot. And that's going to leave our tails where they need to be. We're coming in with this really cool color. I got you up here close this time, so I've never poured this mold, so we're going to see how it reacts. I'm worried about this bigger flake in this color we picked, but we'll see what happens. I need that to run back to that tail where it'll attach to it. There we go. We'll put a few more drops in this. Right there. That should do it. Alright, I'm going to spin my cup a little bit. I'm going to come and pour this one. So far I'm saying this mold's not too bad to pour at all. It's a nice open top there. Really easy to get your pour going here. Trying to get that to go back to that tail. Yeah, there we go. Just doing little drippy drops. Then we're going to pour just a little bit. There we go. I might put a few more drips on this side. Just be on the safe side. One more in the back there. There we go. Good clean pour. We're going to let that cook for a little bit, then let it cool down, and then we'll take a good look at it, see how they came out. All right, everybody, these are cool to the touch. Let's take these out and see how good they look. So, I am excited here. Yeah, look at that. Check that out. Wow, I knew that was going to happen. So, my glitter kind of went to the bottom there because it's such a small mold. There's a little bit of purple at the top there, but most of the purple went there. Actually made a really cool looking bait. Check that out. That's pretty sweet. I dig it. Yeah, it's really hard when you have that bigger flake already in your plastisol. You know, sometimes it will sink and stuff. I probably left it on the hot plate maybe a little too long. This is a pretty small mold. So you can see some of the purple right there. But I believe this one's going to be the same. It's going to have a big purple line on the bottom of it there. Yep, there it is. So I left it on the hot plate maybe just a little too long there. But I think that looks pretty sweet. I will take that every day of the week. So I didn't notice this when I had the mold. Look at this big flap on the back here. Our chartreuse tail came out looking great. It's nice and adhered to it. Got a little booger on it there. There we go. But yeah, I dig it. Let me lay these like this because these are still pretty tacky to the touch. There we go. Check that out. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet for a free mold. Heck yeah, I'll take that every day of the week. I dig it. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you watching this video. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, a huge shout out to Epic Bait Molds for putting out a wonderful sale for the Black Friday weekend all the way to Cyber Monday. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I mean, this holiday worm, pretty sweet looking mold, very easy to pour. I will definitely be making more of these in the future. And these lucky dice, what a really cool idea. Like I said, I really like weird baits and stuff like that. I hope they work. We'll definitely be testing and tuning them in the future. I don't know if putting salt with them was the right idea, but I think putting salt in them will give you that better sinking and stuff like that. So we got some made. We'll definitely test them out in the future. Also, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of the lucky dice that I made. Did I pick the right colors? Did I pick the right skirting? Speaking of skirting, I got all my skirting from Tackle Warehouse. They had a sale that weekend too. And like I said, this is the brand. It's called fishskirting.com. You can pick this up at Tackle Warehouse. I will definitely leave everything I use in this video down in the description below. And I believe that's going to do it for this one. But before we go, let's take a look at these baits.